What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We here with important differences between Sweden and the USA, things you might not think of. Finna check this out. I like checking out I believe she's an American living in Sweden, but I just like checking out the perspectives of other Americans that live in different countries, because like I said, definitely plan on visiting these countries, and not just a one-time thing to say I did it, but quite often. I am working on something with the dealings of basketball, because y'all know I'm a basketball fan. I coach it and stuff like that. I train, and I definitely want to be in the Europe scene, especially working with basketball. So that would be fun. That would be interesting for me in my life journey. But we finna check out these important differences. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Send me more recommendations.
What's up, you guys? It's Alyssa, and I am back. If you are new to my channel, I am an American living in Sweden. I moved here with my boyfriend, who's playing professional hockey for our local team. I wanted to take this opportunity to come and sit down and talk to you guys about some differences that I've noticed while living here in Sweden.
I feel like now I gotta go to a hockey game or something. Like, I gotta get into the hockey scene, because I see that football and hockey are some major things, at least in the Scandinavian Nordic countries type, which I plan on visiting.
Before I moved here, I was Googling everything, watching videos, reading articles, asking people, trying to do as much research as I could to prepare myself for the culture shock that was going to happen to me. And I can still say that I didn't fully understand the massively eye-opening experience that coming here was going to be. I had never vacationed to Europe before. I've been to Canada, I've been to the Bahamas, but still, that's in North America. I mean, it's not as different. Coming here was totally different for me. When I talk to my friends that are located in other countries here in Europe, we all agree that it is like living in a completely different world. And I don't say that to scare you guys, I just say that because it is amazing. I feel genuinely grateful and blessed to be here and be able to experience these differences and the culture and get to know different people and broaden my horizons and grow as an individual, learning from others. So
I know how that change is scary and all, but I know just making that big of a move, that's very, very scary. I ain't gonna lie. I know I seem so happy to visit Europe and stuff, but like on the inside, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of butterflies, a lot of, anxiety, nervousness, because I'm like, man, how's it really gonna be, when I first experience it?
Different people and broaden my horizons and grow as an individual, learning from others. So like I said, wanted to make this and talk to you guys about those subtle and crazy differences that I've seen here. There honestly are so many, so I'm not going to be going over all of them. Maybe I'll make a part 2 to this video, but right now I'm just going to cover some things that were top of mind and some major differences that we have here in Sweden that we don't have back in America. I feel a huge difference for me were the subtle things, the things that I should have considered but I didn't, the little things that I did not even think about. And the number one difference that you need to consider if you are moving here, if you are visiting here, and I know, again, this is very obvious, but that is the outlets and the voltage
hear that a lot.
Have here for electricity. We had to get outlet converters because obviously, being born and raised Americans, we don't have any European electronics.
You know what? I was just about to buy one of those at the store yesterday, but I mean, I don't even know it. I don't even think I would be able to bring my charger now that I think of it, because I don't think. Well, no, the outlets still look pretty much good. I thought it might be a little different. I don't know. I guess it'll depend on where I would stay, but from my understanding, the outlets that we have are different, and definitely probably wouldn't be able to charge my phone, because mine don't even have a USB. It's like, I know it's USB-C. Like the little small thing now, but I didn't see those type of plugs. It's just regular USB cable. So I mean, if you got USB-C, definitely be nice.
Thing that has this type of outlet. We have this 3-prong, they have the 2, but we just went ahead before we moved and we bought like 6 of these converters that we have here in our apartment, and it works great with pretty much all of our electronics However, I will say if you use a blow dryer or something like that that's going to use a lot of energy, I would highly recommend leaving that one at home unless it has dual voltage and just getting one here. If I had known this or even thought about this, I would have just left my American blow dryer at home. Now I have a Swedish blow dryer that I bought within the first 2 weeks of being here because the voltage is much higher here. So it can cause damage not only to your utilities, but also to the outlets. It could possibly start fires. It's not good to be using electronics that are not meant to be pushed to a higher voltage. There are voltage converters out there. This one does not convert voltage. It just converts the outlet. They make them specifically for that. Another extremely obvious difference that I did not even consider is the method of measurement. In the United States, we use the imperial measuring system, and everywhere else in the world pretty much uses the metric system.
I would have thought if she was finding information, she probably would have seen like a lot of stuff on metric and stuff. I mean, as I start looking and watching more videos, I start seeing more about the metric system. That's why I start learning a little bit more about it, because eventually it start coming up with all the videos I do about Europe.
And everywhere else in the world pretty much uses the metric system. That goes for everything from how fast you're driving your car, how much of a certain ingredient you need to put into your food, how much of your hair you want to cut off, what weight you're lifting at the gym. And these are, again, just subtle differences that just prepare yourself for, because the more that you're thinking about these things, the less overwhelming it's going to be once you actually get here. To go along with that, here in Sweden, they tell time with the 24-hour system. Obviously, in the United States, we refer to that as military time, but it's when the clock goes from 1 to 24 hours in a day. This is really not that big of a difference, but again, it's something that you really need to consider. Logan and I have both caught ourselves in situations where we have either been late to something or thought that something was at a specific time when it was not. It's really not that difficult, but with something that you are transitioning from, something that you wouldn't even have to think about at home. The next big difference is gas prices. Gas here is crazy expensive compared to what we are used to paying at home. But a positive is hybrid cars, electric cars, that kind of stuff are extremely popular. There are chargers pretty much everywhere. And if you don't have a car or you don't want to have a car, you can always scooter somewhere. You can buy a bike.
See, I think that's convenient. I ain't gonna lie. I've been thinking, because I know most companies outside of Tesla have electric cars now. I ain't gonna lie, those Tesla do kind of look nice, but maybe they're overrated. But I do see our world, especially here in the States for sure, with the gas prices going up, they're gonna convince a lot of people to buy an electric car, and those people gonna convince some more people and all that. I think we finna go to electric here soon.
You don't have a car or you don't want to have a car, you can always scooter somewhere, you can buy a bike, or you can walk. Biking and walking are very popular here, and when I tell you guys, it doesn't matter, rain or shine, people are outdoors walking like nothing is going on. I mean that. You will see Swedish people walking down the street in the middle of the rain. That is very common here. People walk everywhere. The difference really isn't that big. I know we have this, but it is the bring your own bag policy. If you do not bring a bag, you have to pay for either a plastic, paper, or reusable bag at the store to get your groceries home. I'm not saying you have to get a bag. If you can carry everything out with your hands, go for it by all means. But if you're coming over for a long period of time, if you're moving over here permanently and you have space in your luggage, go ahead and pack a few of those reusable bags that you already have in your house and bring them on over. When I go buy groceries at home, I'll pick up maybe like a case of seltzers or a nice bottle of wine with dinner, something like that to stock my wine cooler. And you can't do that here. They have some beers, but it's not the same as what you would get at the liquor store. The alcohol content is not normal alcohol content. It's much lower. So by saying that, I'm just letting you guys know that you cannot buy alcohol at the grocery store like you would be able to at home. Alcohol is not as easily accessible here in Sweden as it is in the United States. You can't just go into a 7-Eleven or a gas station and pick up a Four Loko or a Twisted Tea or something like that. Like that's not a thing. If you want to get alcohol, you have to go to the liquor store, and there is only one liquor store company available here in Sweden. It is a monopoly, and the hours are not what you would think they are. I was talking to one of our Swedish friends here, and she was telling me that the idea behind controlling alcohol this way here in Sweden is to try and prevent alcoholism and make alcohol like I said, less easy to purchase, keeping children in mind, keeping families in mind, which I thought was brilliant.
I think that's a good thing, because it really is crazy how many, I mean, we got liquor stores, but she right, you can go to a gas station, you can go to Walmart. I think you can probably go to the dollar store and get a beer or something. I don't know. I haven't really looked back there, but it's a possibility. But she's absolutely right. Like, it's too accessible here in America. So, I mean, I feel like if there's some limits, I think that's okay. You know, because like she said, it actually stops a lot of things from happening. You know, from the drunk driving, from underage drinking and all those. I wouldn't say it will stop it completely, but it can minimize it a little.
To purchase, keeping children in mind, keeping families in mind, which I thought was brilliant. I truly never thought about how accessible alcohol is at home. Like, you can go to Walmart at 3 a.m. and go get a pack of Trulies and it's no big deal. And here again, it is just kind of like a process. To go back and touch back on Walmart, Target, 24-hour stores like that do not exist here. Those are not a thing. I have not seen them. If you guys know of any, please let me know.
I haven't.
Logan and I are so used to coming.
I ain't gonna lie, I haven't. In all the videos, I haven't seen any of those either.
Seen them. If you guys know of any, please let me know, because Logan and I are so used to coming home at like 11 o'clock after a hockey game, and we could just go to Walmart and buy like a lasagna or buy stuff to make dinner and not even have to think twice about it. If we're hungry in the middle of the night, we can go get some snacks. That is like one of the things that I miss most, is being able to just go to Target and walk around and buy some candles, just be able to get everything. We have a store here called, I think it's Ika Maxi. I think that's the name of it. And
I've seen Maxi's. I remember.
That we have to Target here. But the American style of superstores and that kind of stuff just really isn't common here. Another big difference is going to be just mannerisms. Obviously, people around the world are different, act different, even state to state. In the U.S., people are totally different. Here, I would say they're more to themselves. Again, correct me if I am wrong, but this is just my observation from right now. People here just pretty much do their thing. A difference that I've noticed is like smiling at home. If you pass somebody or you look somebody in the eye, you smile at them typically, or you do the little, you know, like that type of thing. Here, I haven't really seen that. I smile at everybody still, but it's just kind of like an automatic thing for me that I do. But the thing is, when people smile back, they smile so big and they're so happy, and
that's
like,
a good
I think
thing.
that it means more when people smile back at you. If you're shopping in the grocery store and someone walks in front of you, I know for me, I always do like the little crouch and like, oh, sorry, excuse me. And then the person's like, oh, it's okay. Here, you just walk. You just go, you just do your thing. You need to grab something from somewhere and someone's kind of in front of it, you just grab it. Like, you don't say sorry for every little.
See, I'm that person. Excuse me. That's what I be using most of the time.
Thing from somewhere.
Try to be
polite. Kind of in front
Try.
of it, you just grab it. Like, you don't say sorry for every little thing you do. You say excuse me. You are polite, but at the same time, it's not like overdone like it is at home. People just do their thing here. They live their life, and if you're in their way, they're gonna let you know, but it's not gonna be an overuse of the word sorry or excuse me or things like that. Staying on track with common courtesy and things like that, you do not tip here at restaurants. The wages that waiters make at restaurants is not like the States. Again, they make a healthy wage that they don't
See,
need
I'ma
to
like
live
that.
off
I'ma
of
like
tips.
that.
It blew my mind. I believe the taxes are already included as well in whatever price you're paying for things, but this is just something that I've heard. But to go back to tipping, it's something that you can do if you really want to, but it's not really as common at home, where you give 20% pretty much no matter what. And if you don't tip, that's really not a good thing.
And see, that's why I ain't gonna lie, I'ma like that, just because, you know, there's a little guilt to tip when you go to a restaurant. Like, I don't even like to go sit down and eat sometimes, because I'm like, I don't feel like leaving a tip today, because we know those tips, you gotta leave an extra $5-10, you know, that meal you're going for with a tip, it's an extra $5-10, you know, just because you almost have, I would say not have to, but it's the right thing to do here, at least.
20% pretty much no matter what. And if you don't tip, that's really not a good thing. Here, they don't really have like tip jars at coffee shops. And even talking to you guys about this right now, it feels so weird, but I'm telling you, like, you don't tip. That's normal. They make enough money here that they can sustain a healthy lifestyle without depending on tips. This feels so controversial, but I promise you guys, it's really not. The final difference between Sweden and the United States is candy.
Facts.
The obsession with sweets and candy is crazy. Like, you wouldn't even imagine. We went to the movie theater, and typically in the States, like, you go to the movie theater, you can get all these different types of candy and boxes. This movie theater, and I think every movie theater, has like a candy bar where you take the bag and you weigh out the candy, whatever candy you want.
They have that at a movie theater? That's different. That is
candy
different.
Bar where you take the bag and you weigh out the candy, whatever candy you want, every single kind of candy that you can imagine pretty much, plus popcorn, plus box candy, plus bag candy. They love candy here. They have candy bars just like that, even in the grocery store. And Logan and I have even gone to a Chinese buffet where there was candy on the buffet. Typically, they will get it, I think, on Fridays.
Hey, at first I was like, candy on the buffet, but I mean, usually we have candy on our buffets, but they're usually like toppings type of candies, you know, like M&Ms, maybe some Skittles. Some of you could put on some ice cream type of candies. It's nothing major, but I mean, if there's some good candy out there on like a Kexx or something, that would be different.
Where there was candy on the buffet. Typically, they will get it, I think, on Fridays and eat it on Saturdays. Saturdays is the day that you eat candy, but they love it here. I really want to make a video where I go and I get a ton of different candies and I talk to you guys about what I think of them or how they taste. So if you have any recommendations, the best candy, the worst candy, leave them down below. I would love to go through them and see what I can find at our store near us. But that's it, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. That wasn't all of the differences. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to cover them all in one video, but this is just a few that I have noticed. As always, thank you so much for watching. Journey. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram.
This was nice. Thank you, Ilyssa, thank you, Ilyssa Alvarez. But yeah, I think those are definitely important things just to know, especially me, like I said, considering Sweden being a place that I am definitely gonna visit. But yeah, she made me think though about with the charger ports and stuff with the outlets, because I was thinking, I was like, I wouldn't be able to use my charger at all. But I mean, if they got those type of things, I might have to just buy one and just have it in my little travel kit type of thing. But appreciate this. Y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Hey, if it's some more important things, let me know in the comments below. That's all I have for this video. Y'all be blessed, be the best, and be you. I'm out.